moving, and we're grooving. We are live. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of... That'd be the woods, people. The woods, that's where bears live. Yes, indeed. Great to have everyone here with us. Hope everyone enjoyed the last show. We did a Rambo... Good old Rambo number 3 watch along. Rambo Goes to Afghanistan, a.k.a. Israel, where they actually shot it at. But very good movie. Enjoyable time. I hope everybody out there enjoyed it. It seemed to be taken off pretty well. Kind of interesting. Bear literally just released it yesterday on the archive channel out there. I was doing a whole lot better on the archive channel. That's why Bear thinks that maybe the old shadow ban has struck Bear here for some reason. So who knows? Who knows the reason why? Hashtag Comicsgate, blah, blah, blah. CyberFrog, yada, yada, yada. Who the heck knows? All right. Well, great to have everyone here with us. Let's go ahead. We'll actually go ahead. Man, oh man, we've got some... very fun Indiana Jones stuff here in just a minute. But, people out there, all your favorite YouTubers out there might be, oh, God, we had to go watch the Indiana Jones movie just to tell you how bad it was. Blah. Bear's just like, all right, hey, let's watch a good movie. Let's go watch Rambo or something like that. So I got plenty of news on the Indiana Jones front. Other fronts as well. But I guess the big news this past week here. The launch of CyberFrog number 3. Very cool stuff. We'll get into that in just a moment. We'll do a what we try to call a campaign update, kind of let people know, okay, this might be a good buy, this might not be. Pretty much everything on the campaign looks pretty good there. But other than that, we'll get into that in just a moment here. But let's go ahead, just jump right on into it here with a couple other campaign updates that we got here. There is the Dale Keown. Dale Keown is doing a cover. Who knew? Who knew out there? There you go. But let's go ahead. Let me find the thing. Oh, with the thing. One of these days. Professional show. Yada, yada, yada out there. Anyways, good stuff. Dale Keown. We'll get into that in just a moment here. First, Bear's got to find it here. There we go. Godlike, people. From John Malin. He says, hi, everyone. Hi, John. Here is another Godlike update. That's pretty cool. Godlike update. If you want your update, you better get it Godlike out there. He says, we'll be launching the Second Chance campaign featuring a Dale Keown variant cover. Dale Keown does covers? Who knew? On July 19th. So coming up here. Fulfillment is still planned to be right behind a megastore for all Godlike materials. And in fact, he's got a page here. So let's check that out. Or maybe it's half a page. If Bear remembers correctly, listening in, it sounds like John was making the attempt of basically doing everything is a 2-page spread. So either this might be just half of a page, maybe the bottom half or top half, or it could be 2 complete pages that are split in half here. Hard to tell, but some great work there. Great stuff. Kind of reminds Bear of kind of like some of the old, like old Roman Senate, a sort of deal. Julius Caesar and all that sort of stuff. Marcus Antony, all that great stuff back in the day there, but yeah, kind of interesting stuff. From John Malin at Godlike. He says, I can't wait for you guys, and I'm sure gals out there, to get these books. I thank you, as always, for your support. So there you go. There you are. Gotta get John some Taco Bell money out there. Looks like coming up on July 19th. He kind of does an interesting campaign where it runs for 60 days and then it's done. It's over with. So if you want the book, you better get it in pretty quickly. Otherwise, you're hoping out there for the Second Chance and or Spite campaigns to be able to do that. So there you go. There is Godlike. So pretty good stuff there. From John John Malin. All right, let me do the thing with the thing. And of course, the kind of polar opposites. I'm sure they're good friends behind the scenes. But from Mike Miller, he says the internal proofs have arrived. Full update video here. Blah 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 blah. Watch the video for a sneak peek of what the graphic novel will look like. Well, evidently it looks like that. So there you go. Not much of an update there. Maybe want to have maybe a little bit more, other than a bad shot with reflection. You're trying to show off the book, and you got a giant reflection on there, and he says, you know what? We don't need to take another picture. We don't need to do another edit on this. Let's just go with this picture right here. So they did. So you can kind of, sort of, see what the book kind of looks like, I guess, without any titling or something like that. Not sure. Anyways, there you go. I haven't heard anything on the leather-bound book, so maybe that might be in another update. He is being very brief in this update to be able to put all of the information into the next update there. So there you go. There's what did they call this? Enemies of the Self. Shadow of the Conqueror. There was like another one as well, wasn't there? Shadow of the Conqueror. Shadow of the Conqueror. Something else out there. So there you go. Long title. All right. Anyways, moving briskly, people, along, because we actually got a number of great stuff out there, including, sing it with me, people. That would be from the Ghost. Oops, not that one. I'm sorry. That'd be the Ghost. The Ghost of Matacumba Key. The Ghost of Matacumba Key, people. He says, hello, gang. Hello, Graham. Unfortunately, not a lot has gotten done on Ghost this week. How dare you, sir? After Joe Frankenstein Part 2 closed, I've been busy getting the files together for Pagination. The Pagination. And deciding what bonus materials to include. I will be done with all of that by the end of the week. And then I can then focus all of my energies on the Ghosts. Independence Day is tomorrow. No, it wasn't. It was yesterday. Here in the United States, I wish all those celebrating a safe, and joyous holiday. All the best. That'd be from Graham. Oh, God. I didn't want to see his shorts going on there. Oh, yeah. That's nightmare material. You never want to see one of your idols in their boxers. God forbid, sir. What is going on there? I don't know, but he's giving us the old thumbs up. Thank you, Graham. Thank you for that. Need to go get some brain wash there and just wash out the old brain. Ay. Cannot unsee what you've just seen there, people. Bear apologizes. He will. Look, let's just go with Angry Aaron here. We'll just go with Angry Aaron. Maybe it will cleanse the palate. Speaking of cleansing the palate. There we go. There we are. Disappear. Graham Nolan and his boxers. Ay. Anywho, people. We got another one here. Some people might disagree with Bear. Really like Narwhal's art, especially with the book that he has coming out here called Cerberus. Is it Cerberus? Excuse me, Narwhal's Cerberus. He says fulfillment! Exclamation point. Behold! Exclamation point. Fulfillment has begun! Exclamation point. 300 books are in transit. There they are, right there in the back of the car. What is that, like a Nissan? You need to get a bigger car, sir. Crying out loud. Barely fits 300 books. Large orders are packed last. We might have to talk a little bit about that in the CyberFrog campaign. Just very briefly, you kind of have... you want everybody to get their books. Packaging is a really hard deal to begin with. You want to get everybody their books. But also, at the same time, people that spent the most money, with the highest tiers out there, they're getting their orders last. So kind of a little bit of a conundrum there. I don't know. Anyways, he goes on. He says, and I am still waiting for the hardcovers. So the hardcovers have been coming in. Thanks, everyone. I'll update again when complete. Let me know any questions or feedback. Narwhal, no, update us in the progress, not when everything's done. Speaking of which, this campaign just broke even despite selling quite a few books, so it needs to sell more. Help me spread the word if you enjoy it. Well, we need to get the book first. But maybe hold off. Maybe hold off on the whole campaign just breaking even. Again, the backers might want to know that, but hey, hold off until the end. Maybe some people get the books, and then again, you can say, oh, help me spread the word after you've enjoyed it out there. The sequel is in production now. He says, thanks again, and that's from Narwhal. Good old Narwhal. What's new with your project today? Well, apparently it's going in the car. Here we go. All boxed up. Boxed up in boxes. Boxed up in boxes, people. Yes, indeed. All right, moving to the main attraction here, people. That would be CyberFrog. From Uncle E out here eating his, 27 hamburgers that he was eating today. Pretty crazy. $250,000 in 12 hours. Exclamation point. And check this out. He says, hey, CyberFrog backers. There you go. There is a nice little piece of artwork there. I think Kyle Ritter had he had to be able to color it really quick. So I think when he first sent this out, it wasn't fully done there. So he's sending it out now. We're closing in on the first 24 hours, and to say that I am shocked, humbled, and overwhelmed with gratitude is an understatement. Thank you all for making this project possible. To review, all Red Extermination comics are now slated to have chromium covers. Thank goodness. So it's great to keep that tradition alive. I'll be thinking of some stretch goals once we actually need to stretch, because right now the campaign is flying all by itself. Oh my God, who's in the cockpit? Don't worry though, any perks we announce will be connected to Red Extermination and the Red X boxes. We'll get into that in just a minute. We'll do a campaign review here shortly. That you're backing. You'll receive everything. Kyle Ritter, Colorist Supreme, completed the colors for the Red Extermination 24-hour variant. That's this guy right here. Look at him jump. Well, run. I suppose run. He's running. He could start to be leaping there, maybe. Let's see. 24-hour variant cover looks terrific. We just saw that. This is important to take note because it's no longer available at 11:59 a.m. today. So if you want to back it, better hop on it. But thanks for everyone. Let's keep this frog a-jumping. That's from Uncle E out here. So if you wanted this beautiful cover here, you're going to need to stay tuned. You're going to need to stay tuned to the campaign update. Beer's got a secret way for you to get this even after the fact. But you might need to act fast, people. Might need to act fast. Yes, indeed. Well, speaking of the opposite, the exact opposite of moving fast, that would be from Antonio. Antonio Bryce held here. Marcelo has been busy. Has he? Just a quick update. We haven't had an update for 4 or 5 months. Something like that. It's like, oh man, I've been super busy. Marcelo's been very productive lately. With here, I'll show it here. There we go, with that. Let's see, looking forward to completing this project. He misspelled completing. I'm not gonna go all crazy grammatical errors on him, but yeah. It was a quick update. Looking forward to completing this project. I have several new pages to show, but I'm only going to show this one for reasons that we're not really sure of. And that's it. That's the entire update. That is the entire update there with poor old Antonio. Someone stole his sandwich, people. That's what's been going on. We haven't figured out who's been stealing his sandwiches there. We'll find out. We'll find out together, Antonio. But there you are. There's the one page. Been really busy, but we can only show you one page. It's not even colored. Okay. We'll get it eventually. Maybe. We hope. Brand 2. I'm not even... Canaan White, I suppose, has left the project, and now they're redoing everything or parts of it, and I don't know, people. Couldn't tell you out there. Couldn't tell you what the heck's going on with this campaign. So there we are with that campaign. But we've actually got some little bit better news here, people. Let's actually get right on into it. Let Bear do the thing with the thing here. 1 second. Where are we? Come on, Bear. Professional show. One of these days. We will do a professional show one of these days, people. Might not be today. It'll be there eventually, though. Be there eventually. There we go. Anyways, the reason for the season out here, people. Just the other day, July 4th, Ethan Van Sciver started up his brand new campaign. That'd be for CyberFrog III. What's called Red Extermination. He says the third installment of the most popular character in crowdfunding comics. Yeah, that's true. Hop aboard here. That would be from Ethan Van Sciver. So he's already got, let's see, this is Wednesday. So a day, let's see, probably 1 day and 8 hours, let's just call it. That's 8 o'clock here. So a day, 24 hours plus 8. Would that be 32 hours? $3,200, $1,000 and $800. $3,201. There we go. With 2,240 backers. So great job. I mean, just came right up to the top. As a matter of fact, you go on to Indiegogo's main page here. Popular project. Nowhere in here is a $300,000 campaign. It's all just like, bike storage and people that want, what the hell is this? Some sort of play in a British cafe. Oh joy. What else? A short film with this lady. Looks fantastic, people. Anyways, not even up there. Already did $321,000. Good stuff. Great to see Amy here. And Melissa as well. Both of them. Great to have you guys here. You guys missed a great Rambo out there. Anyways, we are doing a campaign review here for CyberFrog III. So you guys just got here right in the right time. So let's go ahead and get right on into it here. All right, that's right. Ethan Van Sciver's CyberFrog III Red Extermination. Let's go ahead and get into it, people. We'll go ahead and go through the story here first, and then we'll come back and do some of the tiers and go from there. He says, hello, potential Indiegogo backers. Welcome to the campaign to fund a CyberFrog III Red Extermination. CyberFrog 2... Bear's probably going to say is the best book in Comicsgate. Bear was really kind of blown away with it. I thought it was going to be a really good book, but just really surprised Bear about how good it was and how multi-layered it was. So very, very good stuff there. You see the cover here from Dale Keown. Looks pretty good. He says, here's the story recapped. It is 2018, 20 years after the alien Vizbz invasion. CyberFrog has reunited with his friend Heather Swain, who is surviving in the New Jersey Pine Barrens with her 10-year-old daughter Lily and others. After defending Heather and Lily against a vicious attack by the Vizbz murder hornets, CyberFrog finds that he's been brought down huge consequences on the community they belong to and upon himself. The secrets he's learned about the Vizbz make every idea about humanity coexisting with them impossible. Actually, that was one of the things, the Vizbz, they were made out to be just a horrible villain, and it was kind of interesting to see that they had reasons for what they were doing. Not very good, very evil reasons, but they had kind of their own sort of code that they did things with. So that was kind of very interesting, rather than just the sort of rote villain out there that's just 100% evil, and your guy is 100% good, and you want to have a little bit of a gray area in there. So he did really well with that. Continuing on. Left to die in one more stinging confrontation, and having been robbed of everything they love, he and Heather at last find hope in an old friend's return. That's a really good 1, 2, 3 paragraphs. That's pretty good. That wraps up basically 2 books in 3 paragraphs there. So very good stuff. Red Extermination. They've seen you. You've been isolated. Now here comes the Swarm. One of the great things about the CyberFrog #2 book, you could go and read the book about a cybernetic frog battling alien bees, and just have it that way. Just have the sort of story front and center there, and it's really well. If you kind of look a little bit behind the scenes and the subtext of what they're trying to talk about with CyberFrog, a lot of it has to do with, the whole cancel culture, not being able to talk about what you want to talk about, that sort of thing. So very interesting, very Cloward and Piven sort of situation. Or not Cloward and Piven. Who am I trying to talk about here? Oh, gosh, I read your book. Bear will remember it here in just a second. Anyways, very, very interesting that there's also extra layers on top of that. So they've seen you isolated. Now here comes the Swarm. Oh, gosh. Who am I trying to talk about here? Oh, gosh. Bear can't remember right at the top of his head. Trying to talk about a CyberFrog book here. Anywho. CyberFrog III Red Extermination is the long-awaited 3rd installment in the CyberFrog saga. Long-awaited, that's an understatement. It will be 48 pages long if we can reach the $100,000 in funding. Congratulations, sir, you did. It will also have the same beautiful chromium cover that Bloodhunter and Wrecked Planet supported. Not only can you do it, you did do it. You did do it. Let's see, it's art and story by Ethan Van Sciver. Colors by the great Kyle Ritter out there. Lettering by Eric Letters Too Much, Eric Weathers. And a look at that fantastic wraparound cover by the legendary Dale Keown. So there you go. Pretty good stuff there. Look at that. And great coloring, too. By the Critter. There we go. Let's see. He also says Salamandroid Poison Pack. The sequel to Salamandroid Death Sting. It's 1998, and Salamandroid accepts a dark partnership with one of his most monstrous foes, with his brother Trickron. That's CyberFrog in hibernation. Cybernation? Sal must navigate a world that has surrendered to the Vizbz, and fight hard to defend what's left of the fragile human race while negotiating for control against the Philadelphia cyber insect underworld. 20 pages of story by Ethan Van Sciver, colors by Kyle Ritter, and letters, believe it or not, people, Eric Weathers. He's got the perks out here, the 24-hour variant cover. Unfortunately, it's already gone by the recording time here, but we'll show you a little hack that you might be able to do. I'm very excited about this one. It's a tribute to John Malin's fantastic premiere art for Jawbreaker's Lost Soul. It fired up a desire to go independent from the mainstream of comics in me, and it's so meaningful to tribute it as a 24-hour variant cover on Independence Day. The cover, which he calls Mandible Smashers, will be available from launch until July 5th at 11:59 a.m. Eastern, which, if you're looking at your clock right now, a little bit past that. After that, it will be gone, people. It is not included in the red exclusive Red Extermination box, so back it as many times as you like until it's no longer here. So there you are. Looks good. You can kind of tell the inspiration there from John Malin, so pretty good stuff. Red Extermination cover B by E.J. Morales and Jason Wright. So there you go. Pretty cool. Oh, okay. Salamandroid is got the breath going there. I thought he, I thought he lost his head and that was all blood. Okay, all right. It's a kind of like a Godzilla flame there, I suppose. Pretty cool. I like the stars and bars there. Very, very patriotic. You know, if you need a flagpole for something, it's stabbing insects right in the eye. There you go. 2 more covers are coming, both by Ethan Van Sciver. A heroes cover and a villains cover, and he'll premiere them ASAP, probably pretty shortly here. Pretty shortly. The cover B, bum. Thank you, Amy. CyberFrog action figures. Already completed and ready to go. You can choose one to add to your order or back all of them. They're not included, rather, in the executive Red Extermination box. So you do got to purchase these separately. In fact, let's see, where is it? It's back behind there. But yeah, they actually gave you in the previous campaign one of the original. I think it's the one here in the center. CyberFrog. You got it for free. You didn't even have to do anything. So, I mean, that's kind of one of the great things about the previous campaign there. Previous campaign. Bear still has it in the box, though. Can't vouch for the quality, but I'm sure it's pretty good. Pretty good there. All right, executive Red Extermination box. Very anticipated and highly collectible. He says, this is the ultimate way to enjoy a CyberFrog III Red Extermination, his subscription tier. It's a sturdy portfolio with a magnetically sealed cover, with our frog hero soaked in blood, painted on the outside, and beautifully splash art of our heroes inside. They've got gold foil logos. It's a great way to protect and display your CyberFrog collection on your bookshelf. But that's just the box, people. That is just the box. Inside, you'll receive a cover A, a cover B, the hero's cover, the villain's cover, Dale Keown's line art cover edition. That's an exclusive there. So if you like Dale Keown, there you go. The Salamandroid number 2, and Blood Honey Wreck Planet collected edition. And he says every single new item added to the campaign as we go along. He's also got original art there. Very cool. First come, first serve. So get on that, people. You can be a survivor. We'll talk about some of this stuff later. Stretch goals. Let's see. He says CyberFrog, Blood Honey, and Wreck Planet had some terrific bonuses. Bear can attest to that. He will try and leave a link for the box open of CyberFrog 2. Good stuff. He says, and since it was such a successful campaign, we made the most of it. For Red Extermination, I'd like to start off like this. So he's got the chromium cover, so we got that at $100,000, and he's going to announce more as we go along. So there we go. There is that. There is that. We'll take a look at some of the great, awesome artwork that he has here. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. CyberFrog looks like it hurts there. Looks like it hurts. There's Salamandroid. It kind of comes across as like a happy puppy. So he's got the tug out and everything. Fun stuff there. Pretty cool. Man, I tell you, this is just... Uncle E just goes all out with the details. I mean, you can look at the like trees and stuff in the background. They're all just like super detailed and everything. So crazy stuff there. Good stuff there. Look out, kid! Don't touch that head of a bee. That's terrible. That's terrible. That is terrible. Which, by the way, we found out, spoiler alerts, people, find out in the last book that the red, they're all wearing red because they think that the bees can't see them if they wear red. And it's like, nope, we could see you all along. We were just playing around with you. Just toying with you folks out there. So there you go. I believe, Bear's not for certain out there, but I believe that the lady here in the upper right-hand corner might have been one of the tiers there where you can get drawn in. I'm not certain of that, but I believe that's one of the people there. So if you do get to do that, you'll be in the book. You'll look pretty close. Although hey, you know what? If Uncle E is drawing yourself in one of his books, you got to ask. Like, can you put like a cool scar on me? Could I have like a hook hand or something? You got to come up with something cool other than just like hey, I've got glasses. Like, no, you need to have like an eye patch or something. That would look cool. Well, maybe you might not be able to recognize the character, but you know what Bear means. Something cool, people. All right, that's it. So let's go ahead. Get back here. Oh, gosh, I forget they changed this up on Indiegogo here. Let's see, Grant says, good to see Grant here. From the looks of it, Ethan really seems to like making sure you get your money's worth. That is true, and then some. Bear wasn't even expecting the toys in the last one. It was like, holy cow, there's toys, I mean, gosh, how many stickers and, posters and all this stuff. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff out there. Anyways, great to have Grant here. Let's see. Can I be a bear? Asked Amy. I'm a bear, maybe a bear with a scar to look tough. Actually, he had a bear character in the, what do they call those? The ash cans. Unfortunately, it was a villain. CyberFrog was fighting the bear. That's all right, though. That's okay, people. Still want a scar, though. That would still look pretty cool. Maybe Bear could start a fundraise. To fund my appearance into the CyberFrog book. That'd be good. Let's see. All right, people, let's get into it here with some of the tiers that we have. And then we'll come back and we'll make kind of a bear's pick here. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. We've got the exclusive Red Frog box, he calls it, the subscription tier. This perk features a beautifully designed red box with a gold foil logo. It's guaranteed to contain, and we've talked about all of the books that come with it. Unfortunately, not the 24-hour variant, though. But if you hang on, Bear's got a secret hack for you. This would be just the book itself here, cover A. $25. Very good. A chromium cover, 45 pages. Great artwork from Uncle Lee here. $25. Really can't really beat that too much. Unfortunately, it doesn't come signed. We'll talk about that here in just a second, but it does not come signed if you just pick one of these. Cover B, bzzz, $25. The Salamandroid book, $25. You get to choose an action figure. So there you go. $40 for the toy. I mean, it's not bad. So there you go. If you haven't checked out Blood Honey Wrecked Planet before, go ahead and check this one out. Let's see. You will receive a trade paperback, a collected edition of CyberFrog, Blood Honey, and Wrecked Planet, plus all extra story materials shipped to you in a sturdy Gemini mailer. So if you've missed out on any of the stuff, this would probably be The tier for you, gosh, I kind of wish that this would have been a hardcover. That probably would have made it extra special there. Maybe that could be a stretch goal. So, Uncle E, if you're listening, maybe consider doing the Blood Honey Collected Edition as a hardcover. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oops, there we go. Let's see, 2 Red X plus Poison comics. Two of them. Here we go. 2 copies of CyberFrog and 2 copies of Salamandroid. One of the things that Bear says, don't just get one, get 2. Get one for yourself. You can give one away. You can have a reading copy and a copy that you can put up on the shelf and maybe sell to eBay or something like that. Bear takes his extra copy, gives it to the local library here. We need to do another video on that. Need to get back over there by the library. But there you go. If you got friends out there, family, even people that aren't interested either in comics or Comicsgate, might not know what it's all about, say, hey, here, check out my CyberFrog book. Tell me what you think. You might turn some people around. So yeah, always trying to stress. If you're going to get a book, you might as well get 2 out there. Everything. You get everything, people. All your CyberFrog action figures for the low price of $470. Let's see. You get the Modern CyberFrog, the 90s CyberFrog, Heather Swain, a Vispas Soldier. Let's see. A Blood Rage CyberFrog, Electric Blue CyberFrog, a Deathfly, Killer CyberFrog, Chicken in a Fry, Heather Swain, a Vispas Camo, Heather Swain, a Vispas Forager. Vispas Camo, Heather Swain, and Vispas Forager. So there you go. There you go. Nobody has bitten on that. Nobody's bitten on that at time of the video here. You can get some original art out there. So 14 out of 40. If you've got some room on your credit card, get some original art out there, people. Salamandroid, original art page. There you go. So probably these will go pretty quick. The Red Extermination original art go pretty quick. So 14 out of 40 already claimed. I wonder if some of those are double page. Not the ones there, but he said, what was it, 48 pages? So I'm wondering if there's a couple double pages in there that he's not putting up here. So there you go, 14 out of 40. 2 out of 20 for the Salamandroid. If you want to be in the book, $5K if you want to be in the book there. A starring role in the comic book. You or someone you love will be a character in the book. A survivor, people. Your likeness and name will be used in the comic. You might even interact with CyberFrog. Bear would love to interact with CyberFrog. You will be contacted via email and asked to provide photographs, your name, and some info about yourself. Plus, people, you get 5 copies to share. You say, look, that's me in the book, drawn by Uncle E. Me. There you go. There you are. The cover art for the 24-hour ones, you might have to go to the bank on this one. 10K. That would be 10K out there. Nobody has stepped up to the bar on that one, so it could be yours. Or, sell your car. Your kids. You say, that college education just ain't what it's up to be out there. You ain't going to college, kids, because I'm going to get the Dale Keown original cover art for 20K out there. You'll receive a beautiful 2-page wraparound original cover art for CyberFrog III Red Extermination by Dale Keown. You don't get any books with it, unfortunately. Maybe you could, come on, Uncle E. I'm sure you can throw in a couple extra copies there, maybe even a signed copy. 20K. I'm sure he could swing 1 or 2 there. Not a problem at all. All right, Bears picks here. If you're probably one of the big fans out there, you probably want to go ahead and get the box here. It comes with everything. The only downside to it, we'll talk about this in just a minute, but People are still waiting on the CyberFrog II honeycomb box. So the people that spent, I forget if it was 150, 200, 250 on the previous box out there, they're still waiting. Compared to people like little Timmy out there that ordered his just single book out there. You know, Bear got his claws on it relatively quickly out there. So hopefully there's some situation here where the box will go out relatively quickly compared to the last time here. Bear, on the first CyberFrog, we waited several 5-6 months for the ash cans. So everybody else got their CyberFrog book. People that got the CyberFrog plus the ash cans, we had to wait quite a while. So hopefully some of that has been figured out. That might be something to ask up here in the discussions here if you do end up wanting to take a look at this. But there you go. Probably if you're a big fan out there, go ahead and get the box. But let's just say you don't want to spend maybe that much. $25 for cover A or cover B. A great option. Salamandroid. You probably want to get this one as well, just as maybe an add-on or something like that. It helps fill out the story. Bear remembered reading the first book and being a little confused. Went back to the ash cans, read those, and was like, oh, that explains quite a bit. It's like, oh, okay, that's why this happened. So Bear might actually recommend. Let me find it here. Where was it? The two books that come out here. So either you can get the book, and we'll talk about in just a second here with the add-ons, or you can just get the 2 books and 2 books there. $100, not bad. Kind of wish that would come signed, but there you go. That would probably be Bear's pick if you're not just going to get the 1 book out there. Just get the 2 books plus the 2 of the ash can out there. $100. A little expensive, but I mean 25. That kind of adds up. There you go. May have wished to seen this maybe at $80. I think that would have been a better price point, but other than that, probably Bear would probably recommend the A cover here with an add-on. So let's check that out here, people. Hold on. Let me just double check and make sure this is going to do the thing. Oh, good. Okay. So here, if you go to check out here with the comic book, you get a whole bunch of add-ons to go along with that. So if you want an extra book, you can add that. If you want some original art, you can add that. Let's see, you can get a head sketch. You can get the other book there. So if you want both of the covers, you can just get cover A and then come in here and order the second book there. You don't have to go and order twice. It would help you on your shipping here. Head sketch. Now, we were talking about the 24-hour variant covers. They're all gone, supposedly, right? You didn't see them on any of the tiers here. But people, if you go in to the add-on, to the add-ons here, scroll down a little bit, they still have the 24-hour variant cover. Unfortunately, you got to get 10 copies. But if you did not get in on the 24-hour, you think it's going to be worthwhile. I bet you if you spend the money, get the 10 copies, you can probably sell 8 or 9 of them, make your money back, and then just be able to keep one for free if you want to put that in there. I like how he does this Sign My Stuff. If you get multiple stuff out there, you can add this, and he signs everything in your order. So if you get, let's just say you get the 10 copies here, for $20, he's going to sign all 10 copies. If you just get the 1 book, he's going to sign that as well, but it's $20. So you might as well spend the extra money, get a couple books, and get them signed there. So I like how they do that. There. You can also add on the Salamandroid book. Any of the toys. Actually, that's not too bad. $10 PVC toy. There you go. There you are. Get the mug. There you go. This one, Bear has been pounding on this for ages. The only person that's in Comicsgate that Bear knows of that's done anything like this is Clint Stoker. Sweet cast out there. He did that for one of his campaigns. That would be the expedited shipping. So I don't know if that would qualify. Let's just say if you've got the box and they're missing like a couple books out of it and they're waiting for those books. Are they going to get expedited shipping, quicker? Probably not. You probably got to wait for your books and then they will expedite ship everything to you. So, if you get your box and you expedite ship it, you'll probably get it there a little bit quicker. But there you go. If you just cannot wait, if you're like Bear and your channel is, hey, we need to do box opens and reviews, hey, this might be worth it for you. Only 4 people agree with Bear. Should be more there. So there you go. In addition to the shipping as well. So he's charging $10 in the United States for shipping. So just for example, the book here, $25 book plus shipping, $35. Now, when you go to proceed to checkout, just double check here. Okay. So when you go to proceed here, you get all of this stuff and you fill it out, yada yada yada. But make sure you take off the stupid Indiegogo tip here. People have been getting robbed here on the Indiegogo tip. They automatically add it, and you don't see it until you come to this very final page here. So just make sure you go into the other amount and hit 0, and it will zero it out. So there you go. Otherwise, it would have been $40 some odd with the tip there. So there you go. Bear just saved you a couple bucks, people. You could tip Bear. I don't know how. I don't know how you can tip Bear, but tip Bear instead of Indiegogo. There you go, people. So that's what Bear would suggest. That would be what Bear would suggest. Get your book. If you just want the one book, you can do your add-ons. It would also come with a head sketch. Bear got his the last time. Very professional. Very, very nice job there. You can also get it signed. And if you're lucky, if Uncle Lee hasn't figured it out by the time this video goes up and you want your 24-hour variant, here's how you do it, people. Get just a regular book, come in here to the add-ons, and then just add it on right there. Right there, people. That's how you do it. So there you are. That is Ethan Van Sciver's CyberFrog III Red Extermination. He's got 29 days left, but I'm sure that's going to go well beyond that. And we'll see how far the dollar amount goes beyond that. That's probably a good $1.5 million, probably $2 million campaign here. So we shall see. And we'll see what the stretch goals are. But very early on, just wanted to show people the brand new campaign. I've been waiting for CyberFrog 3. Some people are still waiting for CyberFrog 2. Believe me, people, it is worth it. And believe Bear when he says, if this book takes 5 years, it's gonna be worth it. Believe me, it is that good. That good, people. Bear promises you. Yes, indeed. All right, people. Well, thank you. Thank you for checking out the what are we calling this? The campaign review. Campaign review. All right, let me get back to the chat here. I apologize. That's weird. Well behind. Well behind. Cover B. Beautiful figurines. They are. Barely made it, says Grant. There you go. Let's see. Barely making it is still making it. There you go. There you are. Let's see. Can I be a bear? There we go. My dad had a bullet scar exactly between his eyes. What? Holy cow. Man, right? Really? A scar. That's pretty cool, Grant. Let's see. Ricochet glancing a shot from hitting the helicopter door. I wish I could have him in a comic as a tribute. Well, there you go. There you go. That's a pretty cool. That'd be a pretty cool look. That'd be a pretty cool character look. Well, that's cool, Grant. That's very interesting. I hope I hope he is still around. Hope he is still around, and let him know that Bear thinks that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. All right, let me see. Let's see. Amy says that'd be pretty neat. I'm sure he was a really cool guy. Let's see. He also walked from with a limp from having his knee crushed in a coal mine cave-in. In the end, it was... Oh, I am sorry, Grant. I apologize. It was in the end that cancer got him. But cheated death multiple times. I'm pretty sure death was pretty pissed at him. So there you go. Sounded like he lived a very, very exciting and full life there, Grant. So there you go. There you go. Well, good deal, Grant. I apologize about the cancer. Cancer is a terrible thing. Let's see. He says, yeah, I'm really proud of him. He worked hard all of his life to give us a good life. Very cool. Very cool, Grant. That is a nice little story in the chat here. Let's see. Giving Bear a scar to make him look tough would kind of be gliding the tough lily. Let's see. Makes me think of the bear from the John Candy movie with the bald head. John Candy movie with the bald head. I'm not sure which one that is. That's not the one where they invade Canada, is it? Let's see. Same here, Amy. Same here. Let's see. Same here, Melissa. Let's see. Thanks, Melissa and Amy, for your kind sentiments. They are kind. They are very kind. We got some of the best chats here. Some of the best chatters out there. Let's see. I wonder if you get the page you were drawn in for the 5K. No, unfortunately. Probably not. Might be able to get a deal on it. Maybe you might be able to request it. It sounded like it was first come, first serve. Let me go to that. That was a good question. Let's see. I think I kind of skipped a little past some of that stuff. Let's see. Original art. You can purchase a page of original hand-drawn art from either CyberFrog III or Salamandroid 2. There are 40 pages available for CyberFrog and 20 pages available for Salamandroid. Yeah, first come, first serve. Early backers get first selection. So be sure to back early. Still, there are no bad pages. Everything rocks. That should have been a comma, not a period. But that's all right, Uncle Lee. That's all right. Yeah, again, if you get in first, from what Bear's experience is sometimes is you will be sent a PDF, and you'll be able to kind of go through those pages and say, oh, I want page 14, for example. I like that page first, but you might not be able to get page 14. So usually it's, your first ranked order. So, okay, I want page 14. I can't get page 14, so I want page 8. I can't get page 8, so I'll get page 32 or something like that. So that's kind of how it goes. He says, also, the original cover art is looking for a good home. There you go. Let's see. 5 opportunities are available here in the Be the Survivor. If you back this tier or someone you love will be drawn into the book as a cast member, not just a background player. You will be name-checked and play a significant role in the story. Bear needs to start an Indiegogo to become a survivor in CyberFrog 3. Wonder if we could do that. I wonder if Bear would get more than $5, though. I will ask you for a photo reference and a bit about yourself. And you will either join the cast of the survivors in the Pine Barrens or elsewhere. In either case, you'll interact with other characters and maybe just survive to appear in CyberFrog 4 2. CyberFrog 4 also. That's a little confusing. So there you go. There you go. I'm wondering if, first come, first serve, do you get to choose whether or not you survive? You should have got here at number 2 or 3 and you could have survived, but you're number 4, you're going to die. Oh, well. Anyways, that's a pretty good question there. So not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe you can get a discount. Maybe you can say, hey, I'd like to do the Survivor tier and I'll put $500 towards that page. Maybe that might work. You might tick off some people, but there you go. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Let me grab a drink. Let's see. Grant says, I'd be too tempted to send him a picture of young Grant for that perk. There you go. There you go. He also says, that's a good idea. They signed my stuff. Yeah, that was a great, that's a great, great thing to do. Again, if you get, let me go back here. There we go. Let's see, was there one with a bunch of books in there? This one was the only one with 2. I think the rest of them are all singled. Probably the best way to do it is if you get the box. What was it, $20? So you get all of these signed. All of these signed. Because it doesn't say in here if they're signed. So I'd probably, if you do the box, if you're spending $200 for the box, spend the extra $20 and get them all signed. It'll be well worth it. Otherwise, probably the $100 tier and get those signed, because you get all 4 books signed. Because otherwise, if you just get the single book, $25 plus $20, so $45 plus another $10 in shipping, so $55 for 1 book signed. Usually, way back when the whole thing started, you would get a signed book for $35 plus, whatever it was back then, $5-10 in shipping. So blame Brandon out there for the inflation, but there you go. Sign my books. That's always a good idea. A lot of the campaigns, they stop signing the books and they won't even include the extra perk on there. So there you go. Let's see. You could sign the book too if you were a character in it, says Amy. That's a great idea. Let's see. Grant says, I kind of stopped watching Uncle E and most other comic YouTubers, other than Bear, I hope, some years back when all the drama factioning happened. Well, gosh, man, when hasn't there been drama and fractioning happened? like maybe early 2018? maybe early on? Very, very early on. It's good stuff. Grant, no worries. Bear is actually, hold on, let me find it here. 1 second. Still cannot believe it to this day. Let me go back here. Still cannot believe it to this day here. But if you ever do want to come by, Grant, don't worry, because good old Bear is a wrench. Have no idea how that happened. Wasn't angling for it or anything like that. Don't really do much wrench-worthy stuff on there. He does have really good wrenches on there that promote the other books. Bear needs to probably do that a little bit more. I don't go in there and kick people or anything like that. Hardly say anything other than just hi or congratulations or something like that. But if you ever want to swing by, anybody out there, anybody listening, if Bear is there, don't have to worry about it. He'll try to talk to some of the other wrenches there, not on a first name basis or anything. But there you go. Nothing to worry about, people. Nothing to worry about there. All right, let me go. I'll leave it on here. I'm gonna leave it on here. I think we're done with the campaign, unless anybody else has any questions with it. Let me go minimize that. There we go. All right, let me go back here. There's a lot of chats here. That's good advice. Bear will send you an extra salmon for a tip. Thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. Grant says, I can't afford salmon or your partial herring. Well, the cheap man salmon, I suppose. They fit in a standard mailer easier, too. There you go. Bear has been waiting for the longest time for home delivery of salmon in a Gemini mailer. Still hasn't found it, people. Still hasn't found it. Grant wins. It's the Great Outdoors. Congratulations, Grant. The previews to the movie always show the bear purposely bouncing on the door with John Candy under it. I'm still not sure which one you're talking about. Not sure. Amy's seen it. I'm still not sure which one we're talking about. The bear in a red shirt. You can't see me, bees. You can't see me. How many pages are in an ash can? I think he said 20. Let me go back. Just double check here. Gosh darn it, where are we? Professional show, yada yada yada. 20 available. Let's that was for the original art. Let me see. 20 pages. 20 pages. So there you go. So you can get all 20 pages available if you want one of those artwork pages. There you go. Let's see. Let's see. I already answered that. How many pages are in the ash can? 20. I could write whip up a post apocalypta in the afternoon with a bear protagonist. I like it. Not being able to edit your chats drive me a little. You can't edit them? Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I guess not. I guess not. Yeah. The time probably was right around 2018 when we didn't have any drama in Comicsgate. Uh-oh. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming. It's just a static picture. All right, let me see. Hold on, people. Let's see. Stream health. Poor. I'm sorry, people. Apologize if my stream health is poor out there. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just test it here. Gosh dang YouTube. Okay, there we go. It still works. Seems to be working fine, says Grant. I don't know. YouTube. Gosh, they get ruled against in the Supreme Court there. Or not the Supreme Court, but they get ruled against. They says, you can't suppress other people's viewpoints just because the government asks you to. God, yeah. They're probably throttling beer here. Throttling beer. All right, let's see. Where was he? Oh, there we are. Okay, all right. Boy, oh boy, people. Do we have plenty to talk about with our good friends here over at Deadline. Well, everybody else was bemoaning Indiana Jones. Bear was like, God, I saw this coming, 6-8 months ago? Like, yeah, of course it's going to be a terrible movie. What were you people expecting? What was everybody... You know what they should have done? Here's Bear, what would this be? Wednesday afternoon quarterbacking. It seemed like... let's see. Amy says, drop the old text, but I see and hear everyone fine. That's good. Here we go. What they should have done. So everybody seems like they say, the first... whatever it was, 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so, where he's on the train. Apparently he's on the train, and it's like 1940s? 1940. They de-aged Harrison Ford, made him into a younger version of Indiana Jones, or a younger version of Harrison Ford, older Indiana Jones. And they did the whole thing on the train and blah, 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 and then it flash forwards here to, the 1960s and Harrison Ford... looking away from everybody on the L train there, just, bemoaning his life, yada, yada, yada. They should have just made the first part the entire movie. They should have just, we got Lucas Arts, one of the, or excuse me, they got Lucas Arts. What is it? ILM, Industrial Light and Magic. One of the best... Or better, I should say. Weta's pretty good, probably the best out there. Graphic companies out there, computer graphic companies out there. Let's just swing for the fences on this one. Let's do the entire movie with a de-aged Harrison Ford in an old school Indiana Jones adventure in World War II. They can still do the dial of whatever the hell it is. You can still do all those plot points and everything. Just keep it back then. Do the entire thing in the 1940s, and then maybe if you wanted to show an old Harrison Ford, just maybe some cross-cutting back and forth between like present 1960, what is this, 1969, and 1940, whatever it was. Just cut back and forth between those two, but no, let's do a old and depressed and old Harrison Ford, just collecting a paycheck here. So anyways, from Deadline here, Anthony D'Alessandro out there. He says, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, $82 million on a 5-day. This is where they get you. They said, oh, it's $82 million. It's doing great. I mean, it's doing a whole lot better than that Flash movie. Well, the Flash movie only had 3 days. They're doing 5 days, $82 million. Not far from disaster. July 4th disaster, Superman Returns. They have to go all the way back to Superman Returns to make a comparison here. So he says, on the bright side for Independence Day, Bob, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Its first 5-day at the box office of $82 million isn't as bad. Come on, man. Do we not have any copyright editors? As Paramount Sundance's Terminator Genesis. They can't even pronounce it right. They can't even spell it right. Yeah. Uh-oh. Amy has a... I gotta check this out. Hold on. Let's see. Let's check this out, people. Oops, gosh darn it. Why is it on here? Let's see. Yes, I want to leave. Actually, well, yeah, let's do it. Okay, do the thing with the thing. It doesn't go to... It just goes to a... Let me try that again. Hold on, Amy. Let me try that again. It's the movie Grant was talking about. It doesn't show. Let's see. Open a new tab. Okay. Yes, I'll leave YouTube. It just takes Bear to the home page of YouTube. It doesn't show him anything. Sorry about that. No, it doesn't work. Sorry about that, Amy. Might want to check that one out. Grant says, have the old Indy talking to the young Indy. You're crazy. A refrigerator isn't going to help. Trust me, Junior, for some more reasons I did it. There you go. I like that. It works for Grant. Let's see here. I mean, I don't want to pause everything here. Everybody's on their... Let's just try a new window. Let's see if that works. Okay. I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay, let's see. New window. Go to site. I kept hitting back to YouTube for some reason. It has the big blue... Oh, okay. God, what movie is that? Let's see here. Let's see. Can I open image? It's pretty small. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot here, Amy. Just for Amy here. Let's see. Pausing everything on the show. Pausing everything to do a thing. All right, let's see. Do this. I guess this would be an image, maybe? Would this be an image? Let's try image. Okay. Do that. No, it would be browser, wouldn't it? Okay, let me go back. Okay. I'm sure everybody is just thrilled by this. Thrilled. Okay, let's see. Do the thing. Browser. Okay. Let's see if it'll work. Hopefully it will. It's really tiny, but there we go. I have really extended here. There we are. There's John Candy getting trounced by a bear. He's not bald. Crying out loud. Man, you would figure that would kill John Candy. Maybe that's how John Candy died. A bear came into his house and stomped on him. Bear takes no responsibility whatsoever. Whatsoever. So anyways, there we are. There is. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Bear kept hitting go back to YouTube as the big blue button. You'd figure, no, you want the go to the thing. Stupid YouTube. Yeah. All right, let me see. Where was Bear? Where was beer? Oh, for crying out loud. I got to do the thing with the thing. 1 second, people. 1 second. Let's see. Where was he? There we go. All right. There we are. There we go. Well, leaving YouTube while you're streaming could be really bad. That's luckily I had it on another tab here. No, we checked it out, Amy. We checked it out. The bear has a bald spot. The bear has a bald spot. Okay, did not see that. Well, bear could just end it right here with everything, but we will move on. We will move on. All right, is this showing? There we go. It is showing. Blah blah blah. Terminator Genesis. So they're comparing Indiana Jones to the freaking Terminator out here. The worst Terminator. The worst one. That sequel's launch just prior to July 4th, 2015, let a lot of methane in the air. What are you trying to say here, sir? With a $42 million in its Wednesday to Sunday total. The attempted Arnold Schwarzenegger comeback movie ended its domestic run at $89.7 million. Dial of Destiny will cross that mark before its first week is up. Oh, well. Sunny days are here again. Yay. I mean, they're leaving out, inflation. I mean, that's probably pretty close there. Pretty close there. Anywho, comparing July 4th tentpole hits and bombs can be tricky. Since the holiday skips around, sometimes studios launch on a Wednesday and sometimes on a Friday. For box office fanatics, everything is apples to oranges. No, it's not. The last time July 4th fell on a Tuesday was 2017 and 2006. In 2017, the Friday to Tuesday frame, Illumination's Universal's Despicable Me 3 led with $99 million. So in a sort of apples to apples comparison, even though 2017... inflation, all that sort of stuff. Despicable Me 3 beat out Indiana Jones. No wonder he's looking so sad there. Despicable Me 3. Ay. And their only competition was Baby Driver. We all remember Baby Driver. With $300 million plus in costing. Indiana Jones tanking this weekend. It's as though box office history is repeating itself. And then it goes on to talk about Superman Returns, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Let's put this in perspective here. For 5 days, they made $82 million. Domestically. I forget what it was internationally. Let's just talk domestically here for just a second. Harrison Ford's fee, I guess you could say. Harrison Ford got paid $20 million to star in this movie. So there's $20 million. Steven Spielberg was an executive producer on this, even though he didn't direct. You figure probably, I don't know, 10, 15, maybe $20 million went to Spielberg. James Mangold didn't work for cheap either, so that's another, let's just say $10 million there. So what are we up to? About $60 million so far. Probably throw in, I don't know, John Williams' score. I'm sure Fleabag didn't cost a whole lot, but she's probably not working cheap either. You got to pay Kathleen Kennedy. So basically, let's just go down the list here. Harrison Ford, $20 million. Steven Spielberg, probably around the same there. You got to pay your director, James Mangold. You got to pay your legendary composer, John Williams, out there. And you got to give a little bit of money to Fleabag out there. For their entire opening weekend of 5 days, you basically paid for those 5 people. 5 day for 5 people. That doesn't include, see, it goes on to talk about, what is it, 300 plus. This keeps going up with Deadline. It was $200 million. Then it was 250. Now it's 300 plus. Probably in the next one we'll find out it's cost $350 million. And let's just call it, I don't know, let's just call it 325 plus another 175 marketing, so 400, $500 million. $500 million, and it made on its first weekend domestically 82 million dollars. So anyways, it goes on, talks about all that stuff. It's trying to compare it Superman and all this other stuff, blah blah blah. There's a better way to compare it to. So there is, let me see if I can find it. Is it, here we go. Bear's not promoting this movie or anything like that. There's a new movie just came out this past weekend. It's called where is it here? Sound of Freedom. So it's Jim Caviezel out there. Probably know him from the Mel Gibson movie. Was it The Passion of the Christ? Out there, he played Jesus. So anyways, he came out with a movie that's deals with child trafficking out there. There's a whole story behind that. If you want that, we'll get into it. But the movie making part there. But anyways, it came out this just the other day. So they're comparing Tuesday. So Indiana Jones made $11.698 million. They had to add on the extra stuff there just to make it look like it's making more money. It made $11 million on one day. Oh, that's great. That's terrific. What a great haul. The movie that's not even being advertised, Sound of Freedom, basically had to come through a Kickstarter to get made. Made by Fox about 5 years ago. Disney bought out Fox. They shelved the film. Didn't want anybody to see it. Ended up having to go on a, I forget where, Kickstarter-like application out there to get released. It made $11.5 million. Notice they didn't bold that. They bolded it over here. Look, 11.6. Wow, what a great haul. Indiana Jones just doing terrific. Sound of Freedom. No advertising whatsoever. They didn't want it even to come out. Made $11.5 million. Now, what do you think? By the way, the Sound of Freedom, people were actually buying extra tickets for other people. So they were buying like one person was buying 2 tickets. They didn't count that extra ticket. They just counted the one ticket that the person bought, went and, go saw. So they're not counting that extra ticket. But if you go to Applebee's right now, you can go and order $30 from Applebee's and you get a free ticket. Or is it 2? It might be 2 tickets. That counts. So all that stuff counted for the $11.698 million. Uncounted $11.5 million with a very, a film that nobody really knows too much about. Almost took it over for Indiana Jones. I bet you there's some shenanigans here. So there you go. By the way, it was, let me see here. It came out in, there they are. There's Jim Caviezel right there. It came out in 2,600 locations. So about half, and most of those were single showings. The movie theater is just one movie that you can show at a time, not like a multiplex. So 2,600 movie theater locations compared to, let me scroll down here, pardon me, people. Indiana Jones at 4,600 theaters. 4,600. By the way, this is really interesting. This is why Bear says shenanigans on all this stuff. This is a estimate. This is an estimate, so it was done just the other day. They're doing the estimates. So they had the Indiana Jones movie, 4,600 theaters. So they're saying Tuesday was going to be a $9.9 million day. Now, when they before the movie came out, it was supposed to make boatloads of money, and then it just kept going down. It's gonna make $100 million. Oh, it's gonna make $90 million. Oh, it's gonna make $80 million, and that's over 5 days. It only made $60 million over 3 days, so really, really bad. Flash areas. So 9.9. Then all of a sudden, they came up with $11 million. So they were off on the high end for the longest time, and then all of a sudden they estimated too low and it came up. Anyone really believe that when they're I think there's a little bit of shenanigans going on because they didn't want Anthony D'Alessandro here at Deadline. They didn't want to say Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was beat out by Sound of Freedom, the Jim Caviezel movie that nobody knows about. Nobody knows about on Tuesday, which was which was a national holiday for crying out loud. Anyways, there you go. There's Indiana Jones. $60 million over 3 days. They try to bump it up. They say, oh, look, everybody, $82 million over 5 days. They screw around with that. No hard feelings. We were talking about that the other week. Still doing pretty well. Still doing really well. Let's see. $32 million. Not bad. After 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, that's, not quite half of what Indiana Jones has made, but there you go. Transformers is doing really well. Flash, look at this. Look how many theaters they lost. Holy cow. Holy moly, people. They only made $1 million on Tuesday. I mean, Jim Caviezel's just knocking the Flash like nobody's business there. Guardians of the Galaxy, they made their money back, but just barely. Just barely. Amy asks, it made $11 million in 1 day? Yeah, right here. Boom. The pre-sale was $10 million. Oops, I'm sorry, wrong one. There we go. $11.5 million. So there you go. Pretty good stuff. It was giving it a run for its money. I say it did. It did. Now, what would be really, really, really interesting is week 2. Does Indiana Jones get beat out by Sound of Freedom? Sound of Freedom's probably going to have a lot of word of mouth. Indiana Jones is going to have word of mouth, but it's going to be all terrible. It's going to be like, don't go see that movie. Don't go see it. Everybody's going to say, hey, go see that Sound of Freedom movie. Looks pretty good. So there you go. There is that, people. There is that. Let's see. So this bear isn't a relative. We do not talk. We do not talk about that. Don't talk about that at all, people. At all. All right. It's getting a little late here. I had a couple here. These might wait. Here, people. Margot Robbie just can't be looked at. Can't looked at. Everybody likes Ryan Gosling. Margot Robbie, not so much. Not so much. Just looked at her. Made her self-conscious. Because she was filming Barbie. Everybody's out there looking. Like, look, there's Barbie. I'm self-conscious. Why? People, I hate to break this to everybody. We'll go into a little bit more. Well, there's really no more depth to it. I don't know. I'm sure everybody out there remembers Barney the dinosaur. Barney and Friends. They're going to make a movie. People, they're going to make a movie. From Barney and Friends. From Mattel. Mattel's just, man, oh man, we're going to make a subversive Barbie. And now we're going to make a subversive Barney. Mattel's Barney film starring Daniel Kaluuya to be an adult-focused A24 type effort, which basically means it's going to be a hard R horror film starring Barney. Yay. Why? Oh, there we go. They're not gonna fine tune it for the kids. It's for the adults, people. Barney is. There you go. Anywho, we might talk about the next time. Beer has much more important things to talk about. That includes a triple header here from the New York Post. A pickle company sues rival for allegedly stealing 100-year-old recipe to make products for Whole Foods. This is from Patrick Riley. This recipe is a big deal. They pay their people on puns. A Boston-based pickle company is suing a rival in New Jersey, claiming it stole its 100-year-old recipe to make products sold at Whole Foods. Grillo's Pickles has filed its second lawsuit against Patriot Pickle, but they're Patriots. Products sold under the Whole Foods 365 label. The two were partners between 2012 and 2021 when they had a falling out. The company accused Patriot Pickle of using its proprietary recipe in its products sold nationwide at the popular supermarket chain. By the way, people, that takes a trained professional to not hit the hard P's on all this stuff. That was pretty difficult. You try that at home. Not gonna find that very easy, people. Patriot Pickle is trying to profit off of Grillo's 100-year-old family recipe and our trade secrets, said the president, Andrew Kaufman. It's a massive violation of trust and a disappointment that after nearly a decade of partnership, our former co-packer Patriot Pickle has violated our agreements and is producing a nearly identical line of pickles for one of our biggest retailers, threatening to permanently damage our business. Well, I gotta say, Patriot Pickle, at least they have the tops that you can put on. The Grillos, it's like it's a really weird lid. It doesn't screw on. You gotta like push it on, and like if you leave any gaps of air, it kind of the pickles last about 2 weeks, and then they start to kind of I would say go bad, but start to get a little less firm. Patriots Pickles introduced its $3.65 product at a lower price at Whole Foods, where Grillo's pickles are also sold. During the highest grossing time of year for pickle sales, threatening the Boston pickle market sales, according to the lawsuit. The filing points to Patriot Pickles exit. I can't say PPP. Just read it yourself, people. They're suing each other over pickles. Over pickles, people. Death to Smoochie wasn't about that's what Bear thought right away. I thought it was like, didn't they already do that? Wasn't that a Ben Stiller film? Yeah, there you go. The Barbie movie trailer said, if you hate Barbie, this movie's for you. Who the hell is this movie for? I'm guessing Barney is the same. Why make movies about your franchise you hate for people who feel the same? Well, let's just go to it. Let's just go ahead. Avatar's Barney, a film starring Daniel Kaluuya, to be adult-focused by Matt Grayer. This isn't very far. Forthcoming Barney film from Mattel Films. Mattel Films? Yeah. To be produced and starring. He's going to be in the costume? But how will anybody know? Will be an adult-oriented A24 type project. His comment came as part of an interview with The New Yorker surrounding the launch of Mattel's big summer release, Barbie. It'll probably do really well, but who it's for, I have no idea. In which McKinnon added that the Kaluuya-led feature will be surrealistic in the vein of films by Charlie Kaufman and Spike Jonze. So you really, really don't want it to make any money. I mean, love Spike Jonze and everything, but the Malkovich film did not make any money in the theaters. What was the Kaufman one? The one about the orchids or something like that, right? Interesting film, but that didn't make any money at all. We're leaning into the millennial angst of the property. It's Barney, people, rather than fine-tuning this for kids. Because we were hit on the heads, apparently, as kids, the exec. It's really a play for the adults. Not that it's R-rated. Watch, it'll be R-rated. But it'll focus... What is it with Mattel and putting children's toys or TV shows as PG-13 or R-rated? What brain trust came up with this one? Probably got fired from Budweiser. Oh God, that Bud Light ad just wasn't doing it. Let's go over to Mattel. Maybe we can turn it around over there. But it'll focus on some of the trials and tribulations of being 30-something growing up with Barney, just the level of disenchantment with this generation. Man, that sounds just like a terrific film. Watch, it'll be 3 hours long, too. Taking the tale of the purple dinosaur in the direction underscores that Mattel is here to make art. No, you're not, you morons. You're there to sell dolls. McKinnon said Kalea attached himself to the project in 2019. What? This is the best you can come up with in 5 years? 4 years, whatever. Just set fire to it and burn it. This is the best that they can come up with. They had high standard. Yeah, I bet you had some quote unquote high standards. Blah, 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 blah. 2024. Yeah, so there you go. Bringing in a more adult film to this world initially established in the 90s PBS series Barney's and Friend. Would be keeping with the approach of the forthcoming Barbie film. Told you. Directed by Greta Gerwig. A clearly left of center take on the beloved doll. Booyah. Thank you. Thank you, Deadline, for pointing that out. Which's first trailer paid unexpected homage to 2021's A Space Odyssey. Terrific film. There's no girl out there that wants to buy a Barbie doll that knows anything about 2001, a movie that was made 50 plus years ago. They have no idea. They have no idea about that. The Warner Brothers film is out July 21st and said to follow Barbie and Ken as they depart the utopian Barbie. Hold on. Left of center utopia. You have everything perfect. And they go in the real world where there's Trump on a journey of self-discovery. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Stuff. So there you go. Barney, they just... Man, I mean, you'd figure that they would run out of stuff to ruin, but no, they keep finding stuff. Keep finding it. Let's see, Amy says, and who do they think is going to buy the toy? It's not made for selling toys. That's that's the head scratcher. Who is it made for? I have no idea. It might make some money just based on interest, and there not being a whole lot of female-focused summer tentpole movies. So that might draw a crowd there, but we will see weekend 2 and weekend 3 how that does. We shall see. We shall see. Grant says, I have no idea. I couldn't stand Barney when he was popular, but I didn't dislike him enough to watch a movie bashing him. Yeah, subversive. It's very subversive out there. That and the Macarena. Terrible. Terrible. So they wanted to bomb, asked Amy. Why pay for a license? Maybe it's a tax write-off. Maybe it's one of those, maybe it's like one of those producer types deals where they got to make the worst movie that they can possibly think of. And everybody's going to hate it, so they can just write it off as a tax write-off. You're like Willow, or Batgirl or something. That's the only thing Bear can think of. What goods or service is it we provide? I forgot the moment. And for the next 5 years at least. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Springtime in Germany. There you go. Just when they can't get any lower, Amy says, they grab a shovel. Here, hold my Bud Light. Hold my Bud Light. All right. Before Bear departs, he needs to let you all know that he was right. People said, Bear, no way. We don't believe you, Bear. Guess what, people? This Bear's right after all. From the New York Post, Asia Grace. What a great name. Adults, or 30-somethings who, can't understand and have so much angst and they need to go see a frickin' Barney movie. You adults should never, ever, people, put this on a hot dog. It says grow up, experts say. Lifelong hot dog lovers better catch up. Oh, the New York Post. With the latest topping trends this July 4th. Slathering a frankfurter in a layer of cool, tangy ketchup is a foodie faux pas, people. I don't care if it's 18 or over or not. According to Who? Who? The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council. That's right, people. Which argues that condiments is strictly for the kids. In fact, the top hot dog of the organization says that dressing a wiener with ketchup is, well, kind of weenie, people. If you can vote, it's time for your taste buds to vote for a hot dog without ketchup. The president told the Post. The sweetness is just not the ideal match for a hot dog, he says. As New Yorkers know, mustard, onions, okay, we'll go with it, and sauerkraut, are preferable toppings. But whether the glaze deserves a place on your plate this Independence Day is up to each celebrant's free will. Unless you're listening to Bear. Mark Rosen, Vice President for Marketing at Sobbit, the official hot dog of Madison Square Gardens, tells the Post that in this dog-eat-dog world, there's absolutely no shame putting ketchup on a hot dog. Well, Bear's here to tell you, you need to be shamed. Gotta shame people. We don't see too many adults doing it anymore, he says, but if they do, it's just fine. No, it's not. What the hell's going on here? That is an evil look that he has there. Yeah. Do whatever floats your boat and put a smile on your face this holiday and every day. But they're doing it right with mustard and no ketchup. But the president or whatever, who also works as chief strategy officer at the North American Meat Institute. Man, oh man, what a title. You're at a party somewhere. You say, nice to meet you. What do you do, sir? I am the chief strategy officer at the North American Meat Institute. Has long been adamant that ketchup and hot dogs don't mix. Told you. He voiced his disdain for the tomato-based sauce in a 2021 press statement stating, no matter how you top it, any hot dog is delicious. Well, except hot dogs with ketchup. He added the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council etiquette guide. Wow. There's an etiquette guide. It says only children should eat their hot dogs with ketchup. You heard him. Heard him, people. And he's right. The zingy red spread has been ferociously backballed by the council for over a decade. As it should be. As it should be. There you are. Lots of pictures of cat syrup. I'd never, ever, ever put ketchup on a hot dog after the age of 18, a spokesman advised in a 2008 tutorial. We all have to grow up sometime, added the anti-ketchup crusader. There we go. And of course, they talk about friggin' TikTokers, but we don't. Good Lord, look at that, people. Look at that. Where's the hot dog? It's somewhere in there. You got to take an expedition to go find it, but I don't know. Peppers? What? Okay, maybe. I guess. Is that a cucumber in there? Why do they have... What's the deal with the bun there? I don't know. Anyways, what are you doing? What are you doing, people? We just told you. Don't put ketchup on there. Crying out loud. Well, Bear will begrudgingly take under his wing the busty redhead there. Let her know she shouldn't be putting ketchup on her hot dog. Shouldn't be putting ketchup on there. Yeah. Anyways, there we are. Once again, Bear is, if it's a Wednesday, people, Bear's right. Bear is right. Let's see. Grant says, I don't like ketchup, but if someone else likes it, have at it. No, sir. That's a terrible attitude to have. This is true, Grant. He says, can you really take the New York Post seriously? Well, not really. Let's see. Adults who don't watch Barbie movies should always put ketchup on their hot dogs. Not so sure about that. Not so sure. If you want pineapple on your pizza, have at it. I don't know. Sometimes the chat. I don't know about you people sometimes. Let's see. If you want ketchup on your pineapple, you're sick. Get out of my house, he says. Bear needs to put fish sauce on hot dogs. Interesting. Interesting, sir. Yes, there you go, Amy. There's a salad with a hot dog on the bottom. Where was that? There we are. It's somewhere in there. Got to look long and hard to find that hot dog in there. North Carolina style hot dog even has coleslaw. Okay. We'll begrudgingly accept coleslaw, but I'm not so sure. Wednesdays are Bears Right days. That's true. And Saturdays. Saturdays as well. All right, one more, people. One more, and then we'll wrap it up here. You've got you might find your true love out there. Find the person that's right for you, and you say, honey, we're going to get married. And I've got the right person to cater our wedding. It's a worldwide, them worldwide, all around. That's right, people. That's right. McDonald's is getting into the wedding catering business. McDonald's launches $200 wedding package and historic menu change, says Jack Hobbs. You may now kiss the McBride. They get paid by the puns here. Fast food giant Mickey D's announced last month that it was now offering a $200 wedding plan for those who wish to have the Golden Arches cater their big day. According to a post on the company's Indonesia Instagram account, the wedding package includes 100 chicken sandwiches and 100 packs of 4-piece chicken nuggets. But no hamburgers? Can we get fries with that? I don't know. McDeer's Let's Make the Wedding Moment More Memorable with the wedding McD? I don't know. Whatever. McD package. Available various other packaging options with a minimum order of 200 packages. According to the Indonesian corporate communications supervisor, there are other options aside from... Oh, good. Thank goodness. Chicken sandwiches. There are other service options as well, where we can also provide food stalls at an additional cost. The wedding packages is not the wedding package is not for holding a wedding at the Mickey store. I don't know. You can put it, maybe add another $200 there, but only for food, such as catering, with prices starting at $235 with a minimum purchase of 200 quote-unquote products. Although currently only available in Indonesia, the wedding package may make its way over to the U.S. Please, do it. Do it, Mickey D's. Do it. I dare ya. I double dog dare ya. There you go. There's the lucky couple right there until she figures out that their beautiful day is being catered by McDonald's. Then it's off to the divorce lawyer. Indonesia's brand new wedding package comes several years after one branch of the fast food company in Hong Kong revealed that they performed marriages inside the store. Well, see, it's not that far off. The basic happiness party package, which costs $382, include everything from invites, venue, audio equipment, and food for... Shoot! Next time Bear is going to get married, he's going to Hong Kong. I tell you, that's a deal. Everything. Invites, venue, audio equipment, and food. Do they include an open bar? That might be a little extra there. Look at there. What a great package. Several people on social media found the announcement hysterical. The new Breakthrough is now an international restaurant brand entering into weddings. It's crazy when you open a package like this. Home catering automatically panics. Sure. Okay. Recently, McDonald's went viral after several TikTokers managed to put a dark spin on the company's Grimace Shake. Let's not go into the Grimace Shake, for crying out loud. We had a good one going here. That would be going to McDonald's to get your wedding catered. Ba-da-bum-ba-ba. Oh, yeah. There we go. $200 wedding budget, ask Amy. Mick receptions. Nope, it's not a chicken only wedding. You could maybe do your Grimace Shake on there if you want. Let's see. Line the brides up. I'm ready for a $200 wedding, says Grant. Well, no, that's just for the food. The one in Hong Kong, it's a little more expensive there, but not bad. Not bad. Got to make your way over to Hong Kong. Hopefully you can make your way back. We'll see. But there you go. Or maybe McDonald's has a different reputation in Indonesia, says Melissa. Possibly. Oh, well, if they hold weddings there, why not? Well, maybe they might. Extra. I mean, I'm sure if you slip the manager an extra 100 there, you can have your lovely day in a McDonald's. That's right. They might even let you go, do the, put on the helmet there and do the drive-through. Get a couple people to go through and, it's our wedding day. Do you want fries with that? Whee! Maybe. Let's see. Amy has a question. She says, 100 chicken sandwiches and 400 chicken nuggets for $200 is cheap. You're assuming it's made from 100% real chicken. Maybe you could use it for less formal catering. Grant says, seriously, I just get someone to fix a giant pot of gumbo and some collard greens. There you go. I don't know. Gumbo at a wedding. That might be a recipe for disaster there. Gets all over the place. Let's see. Or cook a pig. There you go. Gumbo would be nice, says Amy. Now you're making beer hungry here. It's like the Sylvester Stallone movie where Taco Bell was the fancy restaurant. Yes, indeed. By the way, Bear watched the third Rambo and was like, let's check out this fourth Rambo here, see what it's all about. Oh my freaking Lord! Yeah. That is a very interesting movie. Very interesting movie. So Bear might take a poll to see if we do Rambo 4. Very grindhouse. Very grindhouse. If you're a fan of the grindhouse genre, this is your movie. If you're not, if you just want an action movie, holy cow. But yeah, I was trying to think, like, okay, what other Sylvester Stallone movies could we do just to kind of round it out? So God, I'm trying to think of Demolition Man. Demolition Man, there you go. With Wesley Snipes. The great Wesley Snipes. Underrated out there. There you go. Yeah, the Taco Bell was the fancy restaurant. You get like you order something for $200 and they come out, it's like on the little tiny plate. Of course the you could be eating rats down there with it wasn't Dennis Miller. What was it? Dennis Leary. You could have had Dennis Miller down there too, but yeah, they were barbecuing rats. Sylvester Stallone was like, I want that rat. I want a burger. And he starts chomping down on the burger. He's like, hey, have you seen any cows around here? He's like looking around like, yeah. There you go. Yeah, Demolition Man. Thank you. There you go. I was also thinking of Cop City. Right? Is it Cop City? Copland. A very good Sly Stallone movie. There you go. There you are. Ratchet and Clank. I have no idea what that's for, but there you go. Does the McDonald's manager officiate the wedding? That's a very good question. We might have to, if it ever comes to the States, that might be a very important question to ask. It's like the captain of a ship. I manage a Mickey D's. I can legally perform marriage ceremonies. There you are. There you are. Pretty cool. All right, well, you know what, people? All of this stuff is making beer hungry out here, but I want to, let me get out of this real quick. I do want to go and encourage people, go check out CyberFrog 3. We kind of did the campaign review, so you got all the tiers there. We're going to check it out. It's going to be there for the next several weeks, several months probably, so go check that out. But if you do want that 24-hour cover, You probably should get on it right away. I don't know how long that's going to be there. They're probably going to... Somebody's going to find out about that, and they're going to tell Uncle E. So just be aware. Be aware of that. Oh, Ratchet and Clank is a movie with Stallone in it. I had no idea. No idea. Oh, yeah, I that's what I was thinking, Grant. I thought it was a game. That's why I was like, okay, the Ratchet and Clank game. For crying out loud. Out of water, out of everything here. Yeah. Yeah, the game is a classic. There you go. Let's see. I think I got everything. All right, let me go back, just double check. I want to thank, as always, Amy and Melissa. Doing a great job with the wrenching. I want to thank Grant out there as well. Where's our Canadian at? Where is P-Money at, for crying out loud? He did a great job keeping Bear company here on the Rambo 3 watch along. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. Doing some blockbuster numbers here for Bear. I do want people to go check that out. It's a fun movie. You can rent it for a couple bucks and just check it out. Fun stuff. Great stuff out there. All right, well, want to thank everybody out there. Let's see. Oh, hold on. He was in a movie based on the game. I think the last Stallone movie I watched before Ratchet and Clank is Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. That was kind of an interesting story behind that. We'll have to do that the next show out there, because you know what? All this talk about the Grimace Shake, it's making Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr.